ladies, and let's be honest, gentlemen,
What's up?
how y'all doing today?
Happy Martin Luther King Day to my brothers out there and to my people that are black and offended by that. And we apologize if we offended you by lifting our fists up in support. But you know what? MLK wanted no more racism. So you can do racist against us for supporting y'all.
So true.
Supporting everybody. Dream big.
Dream big, guys.
Anyway, Raw happened tonight.
That's true.
We got like
he's not lying.
we got like 10 bullet points and like 5 of them are videos they showed. And one was a Fandango match that lasted about 20 seconds. Let's hop into it, man.
All
right, let's do this thing.
So Triple H and Stephanie started the show, and they're like acting like they're gonna bring out Batista. He's like, "Gotta welcome this guy back. He was part of Evolution.
He evolved with him.
He evolved with me." And then all of a sudden,
Was that Bane's voice?
yeah, it's back. And then
Is he doing the masking?
oh, I wish.
Oh,
Um,
I see that we have a problem here.
but yeah, so but everything they said bringing out Batista also applied to the guy that came out, Randall Keith Orton.
Man.
And he comes out, and they're like, "Hey, you should have attacked Cena's dad." Randy Orton went like 13-year-old, really pissed off emo kid. I fucking do what I want, okay?
Hey, I do what I want. I'm Randy Orton.
You pissed me off, okay?
He's just standing there. I mean,
I lost to Kofi, okay?
I was mad, okay?
Good God, okay?
Come on, man, okay? Let's drop it, okay? I'm beating him at the Rumble, okay? Then he'll go away, okay?
Then Triple H is like, "You need to fix yourself, because you're not the Viper right now," or some shit.
You're not the apex predator.
I mean, I understand where
no,
he was going with it.
It's like, dude, you saw the patent for it. He still is. He's whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
And then Triple H was like, "Oh, you Kofi Kingston beat you." And I get my breast beat on this like, "Oh,
okay, man.
Okay, man. Okay, dude.
Okay, dude. It's not my bad, bro."
Yeah, and then
really,
they didn't mention blue shirt guy, and not happy about that.
That was an absolute disgrace, because if there's one thing that should have been documented on this show,
blue shirt guy.
Because I mean, you have a weekly, episodic is the word they use, television show. The point is, it's an ongoing thing. It's not like each show is its own thing. You have to build upon the high points of the last week.
Yeah.
They built upon Daniel Bryan's face turn. That was a big thing that happened last week. The other thing was blue shirt guy stepping in, saving John Cena Sr.'s life.
John Cena didn't even thank him today.
No, he didn't even have time.
No, you don't want to why? Because that dude doesn't show up to the stadium until like 11 o'clock. Really? 10:55 you show up? Nice dunk.
First
Wait,
first
that
show
guy
up.
that guy dunked on LeBron. He just laid it up on a fast break.
Jordan Crawford.
That's my dog. Just after that, Batista comes out. The crowd goes wild.
Well, duh.
And that's what Batista does.
That's what do you do?
Yep.
Comes out. He's wearing a jacket that's very small.
Way too small.
Way too small.
Wearing some skinny jeans. I don't get it.
Wearing some skinnies.
Skinny jeans? I don't get it.
He says he's going to win the Rumble and headline WrestleMania.
I don't get it.
Do it.
I don't get it.
I mean, I think...
Mark Cuban voice.
Oh, okay. Mark Cuban voice.
That's why I kept saying, skinny jeans? I don't get it.
I mean... It's just Batista. All I'm going to say is this.
I'm saying Del Rio beats him at the end.
Oh. Yeah. He's got his early projections in.
Del Rio is my pick to win because it feels like one of those years.
Every year.
Oh, gosh.
I will say, as happy as I was to see Batista, I'm so glad he came back out later, because if this would have been it, I'd have been like...
Well, yeah.
Well, that was worth waiting fucking a month for. Well, like a lot of years, but...
He has some weird back tattoos.
We don't know that yet, because he didn't take his shirt off yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Anyway, we'll hop to the next thing. We'll get to the back. I know that's very pressing, so we'll hurry up. We'll hurry this up.
It's a true story.
The Shield takes on Big E and the Rhodes family. Seth Rollins ends the match. I mean, you've seen these matches before, I'm guessing. I'm guessing you don't just watch us, and you haven't seen a single Shield, Rhodes, and third member match before. This went a little bit differently, though. This one had the whole typical crash out, Roman Reigns to the crazy Superman punch, all these different things. And then the winner was the Shield via Seth Rollins curb stomp. Very fantastic. One of my favorite finishers out right now. Hit it on Big E. Are they going to run that match out at the Rumble for the IC title?
Probably not, just because you already have enough matches that are probably going to take a decent amount of time, and you have to leave an hour and 15 for the Rumble match.
Exactly. Plus you have the video packages before and all those. Yeah. So really
you got the sign point ceremony. Whoa, sorry for pointing at something that's not there yet. I don't want to ruin the moment.
Can we get a sign to put down here?
Yeah.
Does Fathead sell those? WrestleMania 30 sign.
We'll work on something.
Yep. After that,
we'll light it up at the Rumble. That's a big deal, guys. You guys see what we're pointing at, but you'll see it at the Rumble. You've seen it before.
We lit it up one time. We got 1,000 views.
And we lit it up another time, and it was our best video ever made.
Mm-hmm.
The Kingdom Game. All over YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay. After that, Daniel Bryan was talking about his plans while he joined the Wyatt family. AKA, they finally said, you know what? People are going to forget how ridiculous. I mean, people are going to remember how ridiculous this was, just because. I mean, he was in there for 2 weeks and then turned in the second week. So Daniel Bryan justified it by saying that that was his plan all along, and to beat. I forgot the terms he used, but it was not a very PG promo. Do you want to know why? Because little kids out there did not understand Messiah complex.
Messiah.
Yeah. Let me tell you what the Messiah complex is. It means he thinks he's Jesus. But he doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
But in theory,
kinda does.
But he kind of does.
He sits on a rocking chair like Jesus would in 2013. Do you think if there was rocking chairs back in the Jesus times, he would have delivered his sermons?
He'd been a rocking chair guy.
Oh, I could be a mama like a rocking chair. Jesus is here and I got long hair. 'Cause it's 0 BC. Yeah, it's one of those days right now. They announced they're going to be fighting at the Rumble, Bray versus Daniel Bryan, and Bray talks on the Jumbotron, and they don't fight on site. After that, you were upstairs. We'll talk about the next one. Fandango defeated Xavier Woods via leg drop in about as much time as it took me to tell you what happened. That's what it was. And it probably was about this long. Poor Xavier Woods got called up for that.
Was it at all meaningful? Did they mention anything, or just one of those things?
It was just one of those things.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where I hope that people forget about it.
Just one of those days when you don't
want to wake up. Everybody. You don't really know why, but you want to testify.
No, you're ripping someone's head off.
Talking about Brad Maddox.
Segue. Kane and Brad Maddox in the back.
Are we only going to segue via songs today?
I mean, if we can.
Fair enough.
So, speaking of the Maddox, Kane and Brad Maddox are backstage, and all of a sudden Steph comes in and says, Bradley, you need to leave. Stephanie's wondering who the fuck she's talking to, because that's the Maddox. He doesn't leave. But she confronts Kane about choke slamming CM Punk, and she wants Kane to apologize. And he says,
"It's too late to apologize."
But not in this case, because Kane went out to the ring next segment and straight went right out there, went to the ring, grabbed the mic, called out CM Punk, apologized to him, and then CM Punk apologized back and said, "I'm sorry too," and then attacked Kane. And then Brad Maddox came. He said,
It's a fight. Head busting. It's a fight. New Age Outlaws.
I gotta announce a match for you. You know what that match is? You go against one of the New Age Outlaws.
You didn't know?
One of the New Age Outlaws. New Age Outlaws were in the Attitude Era with The Rock, and the way they decided who to thing was rock, paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors, rock. Rock
boys in the building tonight.
Oh, what a feeling. I'm feeling nice. Everybody knows what's going down at CM Punk. Billy Gunn's going down.
And he hit him with a GTS, and he won.
2, 3. CM Punk's going to knock him out with a knee. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
CM Punk knock him out with a knee. Then after that.
We don't need to segue into this one. This one's real life.
R.I.P.
We gave him
R.I.P.
We can't do that.
R.I.p. R.I.P. So that girl Mae Young wrestled for 8 days. So that's something, yo.
8 decades. Think about that for a second, though.
8 decades.
Realistically, think about that. That is one of the craziest things you'll ever hear.
She wrestled through at least 10 presidencies. I'm not
That
sure
is
the exact number.
Crazy.
And she also threw 10 if they all got reelected the second time. Obviously Nixon didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of another one. Jackson get? I don't know.
This is where we
JFK.
Schlegel's
JFK.
the presidential dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't really know
I don't
a lot about presidents. It's kind of a mystery to me. Speaking of mysteries, Rey Mysterio was in the next match.
I heard Evolution's a mystery.
No, we found it out.
Oh yeah, we got a good segue there.
We
Rey
solved
Mysterio took out Alberto Del Rio, and that's why Del Rio's got picked to win. Because he's not.
Again?
Yeah, he's gonna win again. Wanna know why?
No,
Because as great as things are going, WWE always finds a way to mess it up.
that's very true.
Think about it. Barack's back. Batista's back. Daniel Bryan's the hottest superstar right now.
Mm-hmm. So
Cena's got some neon gear. Punk has shown that he can sit there and tread water with the best of them.
Yeah, he's just gonna do his thing.
Let's see. Always have the streak. Always have all these different things that can happen at WrestleMania. So, of course, let's give WrestleMania 30. Let's give him the main event to Alberto Del Rio.
I mean, may as well. May as
I
well.
don't see why not.
It looked like Ray was going to get the win, but it ended up not. And then Del Rio gets the win, and then we're thinking, okay, did they forget about the Batista? No. Batista came out. Still skinny jeans. Back tattoos forever. So many. Colors everywhere. Spine busters. Jackknife power bombs. Not Batista bombs. Michael Cole, learn your thing.
Can't wear skinny jeans because my nuts don't fit.
Because my nuts don't fit.
It's a big show down there.
It's a big showdown there.
Speaking of the big show.
Calls out Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And
Brock Lesnar's tattoo is about the same size as my big show.
hey.
Hey, big jokes tonight.
Hey.
Tonight is the night.
By Lai Tai Crowd.
Oh, jeez. This is great. We're killing it right now. Oh, you got to type. Oh, sorry. I want to take this one. Can I take this one?
I mean, they came out. Heyman came out. He didn't say anything, and then I can't hold the LeBron thing out and talk. It's too much for me to handle. And then Paul Heyman came out, and he's like, "Listen here, I'm not gonna say anything because Brock Lesnar's music's gonna hit." Comes out, they walk all the way down to the ring, and then Brock Lesnar. A lot of people are confused about this segment. Brock Lesnar was just trying to prove to a lot of haters because a lot of haters have been hating on his cardio. You know what I'm saying? So he walked all the way down to the ring after doing a hop around, walked all the way back to the back, only to walk all the way back down, showing off his supreme conditioning, hops in the ring, and then gets tossed around by the Big Show, which was so ridiculous. He just keeps. But then again, you know the rule: whoever goes over on the go home show loses. So I expected this because I fully expect Brock Lesnar to win.
I don't think that's a rule anymore. I think I don't even.
That's how I've picked my last 3 cards, and I'm doing really well. I missed 2.
That's true, but do you remember the go home thing of the 2-hour sag?
Of what, today?
Well, I mean, what was it before TLC? Not the main event.
Well, because the Ascension. Oh, I don't remember the Ascension thing. I know Cena went over, which made me happy because the Orton won.
Yeah. So maybe the main event is what we're.
I guess that's how I've picked every match. But stuff can happen on SmackDown too. SmackDown's more important now, so I've taken that into account in my picks.
SmackDown really is. Which
is weird to comprehend because my head's still stuck in they made a lot of SmackDown references today, which is really, really
usually
weird.
It's the other way around. There's no rewinds on. I mean, there's still rewinds.
Yeah, but to the point where now they were talking the whole Kane thing. That all happened on SmackDown. If you didn't watch SmackDown, you know they didn't know what they're talking about.
It has been this way for a long time.
Which is weird. It's weird to get used to okay, I can watch SmackDown now because it's actually this is what it's taken. Because why don't you guys watch SmackDown? When for months and months and months and months and months, SmackDown was that thing where it's if you miss it, you don't miss anything.
Yeah. 100%.
It almost was like Raw, and then SmackDown was along the same levels of main event and superstars, where it's if you watch it, you'll see good matches, but if you don't watch it, you're not going to miss out on the storyline. They wouldn't carry storylines along.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to the point where it's okay, this was literally the first time where if you didn't watch SmackDown, you have no idea what they're talking about with the whole Kane, CM Punk apology thing. You have no idea what they're talking about.
Speaking of things that have been a really long time since it was
Long Divas Reigns.
Long Divas Reigns.
Ooh. Give it to me now.
AJ, longest reigning Divas champ ever.
Threw a party, nobody came except for
We threw a party, yeah, we threw a party. I had some cake and it ended up on Tamina. I ended up on the ground. I was crying.
I want to give credit to
AJV.
WWE here for all the shit we've given you about not having storyline continuation.
It's her party, and she'll grab if you want to.
Tamina still had the cake on her jacket
She's
when she came to the ring.
She's a constant professional.
So all you people out there, all you guys who say that WWE doesn't keep up with storyline progression and shit,
Are you going Boston accent?
get setting up for the main event. Keeping the cake on the jacket, okay?
Yeah. Speaking of that, Funkadactyls went over.
Yeah, I mean
They sold some merch. I mean, I don't know. But
speaking of Funkadactyls going over,
somebody that goes over on the Funkadactyls, my boy.
one of the Usos.
Is it left eye or right eye?
I'm pretty sure it's the one that's, the one.
Yeah, it's
that one.
Probably the one that went over because they ended up beating the Wyatts.
Whichever one got the pin, that's the one.
Yep. Daniel Bryan beats up Bray Wyatt.
Well, yep.
Then the
Comes down.
Usos pulled off the W. And it's some hood dancing.
And white girl was getting in the crowd.
Yeah,
Get hype.
Get hype.
She loves Samoa.
And
She loved it.
I love Samoa. Speaking of people who love Samoa, I heard in this last match there's a guy who puts a lot of baby oil on.
Ooh, that's true.
And he's a fan of a certain guy who called out a certain Lawrence Lewitton from CNBC. You got beef with right now. You got beef with us.
Lewitton.
Ugh. Hey man.
Hey.
How do you feel about this main event? We got Hood Kofi.
Always good to see Hood Kofi.
Pulled off another W.
No.
Orton
ends up getting the win
technically.
And it's one of those things where if you ever watched Raw, you know that Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston in the main event is not going to end as a Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston main event. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Never.
So they're going. All of a sudden, midway through the match, you see John Cena. Because we had Attitude Era. Is he wearing Google Glass? Yeah. Why? All right, anyways. But we had the Attitude Era backstage parking lot cam. When's Vince McMahon go around beat his ass?
Oh,
Stone Cold!
Stone Cold is not allowed. He's Stone Cold coming in. He's not allowed in the building.
And all of a sudden now we've came to judge. He was fandangoing watching. But he starts running in and you're like, oh jeez. So then Randy Orton gets a strategy.
You think they'd pre-tape that?
They had to have, because Cena doesn't go out in the cold. Yeah, that was edited. That was a green screen. And then he runs all the way in, so Orton's because he beat up his dad, remember? Blue shirt guy. And so he comes in and
his dad is not blue shirt guy.
And Randy
I've never
Orton,
seen the paternity test.
look it up. But so he runs down, and Randy Orton in his head says, "I beat up his daddy. I better run." And then Kofi gets in his way.
And then Randy Orton is like, "Oh crap! I can't run through Kofi Kingston.
Oh man, that guy beat me last week.
I can't take a right and go through the crowd. No, I'm gonna get beat up by John Cena in one of the that never happened. One of the worst selling jobs I've ever seen.
Oh, the toss.
Yeah, where he threw him and then Randy Orton took like two quarter speed steps and went into the. Oh my gosh! Just don't sell it.
It was a good time.
Or just sell it super hard. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, man.
You know why Randy Orton took so long? Because he knew that the car had to be in place. Hold on a second.
It wouldn't have been a long time if it wasn't for this.
Hear me out here. So John Cena chases Randy Orton up through the crowd. Randy Orton runs, hops in the back of the car, and leaves. John Cena just arrived in a car. Nikki Bella was not shown on the show. Did Nikki drop off John, drive around, and pick up Randy? Or was it Rikishi? Did he do it for The Rock? Or are you Snapchatting right now?
No, that'd be funny though. Oh. But no, think about this. I just came to mind on an episode of Total Divas when Daniel Bryan and Nikki Bella or Brie Bella take John Cena and Nikki Bella around Seattle, Washington, or Aberdeen, Washington. The car they were in looks a lot like the one Randy Orton got in.
Oh, wow.
Is it the other Bella betraying the other Bella's boyfriend? Or is Daniel Bryan starting to join the constructor beard with the real man beard?
Did Randy Orton borrow the car after Nikki drops off John, And then Daniel Bryan steals the car, drives around, picks up Randy Orton and leaves. Or, hear me out here, maybe it was Steph.
Maybe it was Steph.
Maybe it was Steph.
Maybe it's Batista.
Maybe it was Batista.
Because Batista was wearing skinny jeans, and a guy that wears skinny jeans looks like he'd be wearing a minivan-esque looking car.
He looks like he'd leave early too, so that way there would be no issues.
No traffic. He's
No
got to beat the traffic. He can't
Traffic,
leave through
yeah.
the exactly.
Let's see.
I've got it.
You got it?
I'm a little nervous to say this because I don't want to spoil this guy for you guys, but what if indeed blue shirt guy? What if his concern was fake concern
What
to
if
act like his allegiance was with the Cenas when in turn his real Randy Orton had talked to that guy, planted him, looked concerned. You'll be a familiar face.
What if Randy Orton had paid off John Cena's dad
To act injured.
to act injured to get into John's head? And today, John Cena's dad picked him up on the way out, on his way home from wrestling. He met him in the parking lot, and Randy went home.
Randy called and said, John Cena's dad, can I have a ride home? Because my bus has a flat tire.
Yeah.
And Randy Orton said, we got this, man. I'm sick of my son winning all the time.
Yeah.
He needs to be humbled.
You know what? I like you more, Randy. I wish you were my son.
That's going to be the promo after the Royal Rumble. John Cena has him up for the AA. John Cena's dad appears on the Jumbotron. John! And he's in the stuff acting all injured. And he rips it off. I never loved you, John. I wanted to name you Randy. RKO!
Oh, jeez. All right, let's keep rolling these out. I don't know if we're gonna top that one, but maybe we will.
Brock Lesnar was driving.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
the reason I believe that Brock Lesnar was driving was because most Paul Heyman guys get picked up in cars, so that's an automatic as Paul Heyman. But then it's like, okay, sometimes you're right, but you're right in a different way. He's a Paul Heyman guy, but it wasn't Paul Heyman. It was Brock Lesnar
What if
driving
Brock drove and Paul was in the back?
to weight Randy Orton into the back seat for a quicker getaway.
Yeah, but Randy wanted to hop a shotgun. He called shotgun on the way in.
I would say it was JoJo, but I don't think he's old enough to drive.
I don't think. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it was Eva.
Let's be honest. That if it was Eva driving, they'd have went straight off a cliff because she's pretty smart.
Let's see. Let's keep rolling these out.
What if the whole thing was edited, time-lapse edited, and in fact John Cena was driving the car?
That's crazy. What if no one was driving the car
Cenaception.
and
What
Randy,
if the car was just in neutral?
What if Randy parked his car there in the fire lane, paid off a fire marshal, and had it set up, and just hopped in the passenger seat, and then it was a European-style car, and that was really the driver's seat.
It was just right there. Or he could have easily. I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me of what the ratio of in the car, door shut to drive was, but could he have indeed jumped into the front seat, put it in, and went?
He does have a lot of oil on. We forget the
pretty,
fact he has a lot of oil.
He's
on.
pretty slippery, so it's quicker to get in there.
If it had no sticks, if it was a manual car, an automatic car with no sticks on the right side,
you're in there,
and it was one solid seat.
Then all of a sudden he's
moves,
there.
He takes some baby oil and smears it there. He slides across. He hits the other side.
He's Bond. He's out.
100%.
That's I think that's it.
Yeah. What about his boner though? Would that have not got caught on the radio or something?
Like it might have. Hear me out here.
Okay.
This might have helped with his getaway because during the slide it actually hit the radio on and it started playing. He said, "Shit, let's go!" And he's off.
No, that song didn't start playing. It was "This Moment We Own It."
Yeah, because you only drive fast to that song. Trust me, I have that soundtrack.
I've
almost gotten a lot of tickets.
Was it Biker Taker?
What if it was
American Badass
Biker Taker? But in this new non-TV 14 era, instead of a bike, he's gonna roll in a minivan.
What?
Because they said, well, American Badass was so stupid. How do we make it even dumber? Let's make him drive a fucking minivan.
All right, so it went from Cartoon Taker to great, awesome Undertaker.
Ministry.
To Ministry. To Biker.
To Badass.
Yeah, Badass. Back to normal Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to Shaved Head Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, the next line in the progression is...
Soccer Mom Taker.
Soccer Dad Taker. Michelle McCool's driving. Taker's in the back seat.
Yep, setting up Cena Undertaker.
Yep. Because Taker cannot afford to have Cena out of the belt because he can't win the Rumble.
No, he can't.
No.
It's painful. It's too long to be in the match.
Yeah. He wants Cena
Mm-hmm.
for the streak.
It has to happen.
So what was your favorite theory of all of those?
Blue shirt guy.
I like Blue Shirt. I like Cena's dad one too.
Cena's dad is,
Leader in the clubhouse.
yeah, leader in the clubhouse for most likely and best.
Yep, 100%.
Let us know who you think was driving the car.
Was it the Schleg Daddy? Hold on. It was Chase Oliver 68. He was not tweeting at all during the show. And he went to reach the shift because it was manual, and he went too far.
Ooh. And all of a sudden his hand was on a dick.
Yeah.
And Chase, instead of like correcting, he just went.
He tried to shift him to first.
He said.
He tried to shift.
And then he looked over and Randy Orton, one of those one-liners, Chase, it's not a stick shift. And Chase said, my bad, Randy. And then.
Oh, let's decide on that. If you like this video and other things we do, just click the subscribe button.
Why wouldn't you after this?
After this, yeah, we usually don't do this, but they usually give us this ambiguous of things.
That's true.
We'll probably preview the Rumble, maybe.
We will.
At some point, we'll start reviewing SmackDown again.
Yeah, we really will.
And
let us know in the comments who you think was driving the car, and the best answer we'll mention you next week. We'll mention you in our Royal Rumble review because, I mean, that's bigger than a Raw review. So let us know that.
Brodus Clay.
I hope not.
Hope not.
Brodus Clay can't fit in a car.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, they forget all about the car.
That's true.
Best case scenario, it's John Cena's dad.
Yep. All right. Let us know what you guys thought it was.
Let us know about Raw and definitely who you think was driving the car. We will see you later this week. Goodbye.